Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shelly and I am in the middle of a massive declutter. I decided a couple months ago that I was overwhelmingly consumed by products, and now I'm trying to go through my collection and pare it down. What do I actually wear? What do I actually need? What do I need right now? Is it gonna hold through until the next time the weather changes and my skin changes color? I'm between shades right now. I'm not really the lightest I'll be, but I'm also not the darkest I'll be during the summer months. I do travel for work, so sometimes I have duplicates of things if I really want them in my travel bags. If I have a summer vacation travel bag versus a vacation travel bag versus a work travel bag, that tends to be the majority of my travel, frankly, is work, because I do travel for work. And when I'm at home, I either am filming with you guys and playing and testing out new products, which I've purchased with my own money, or I'm just putting on my regular everyday work from home, travel from home, date night with my husband type makeup. Sometimes I get a little, I don't want to say hesitant to use the good stuff, the expensive stuff, because I want to save it for that special occasion. And life's too short. I paid for the money and the stuff expires. So I'm gonna pare down some stuff. I've been making some pretty hard choices. I've gotten a lot of money's worth. Some of it's just bad. It's old. There's no reason for me to keep using it or keep having it in the collection. I threw away a Pat McGrath concealer. That was heartbreaking. I don't mind sometimes throwing away the, dollar stuff or the stuff that's under $5. It does add up, but not all the good stuff works well either. So we're gonna make some decisions. What I have found is that I have squirreled away stuff that I have I have like a backup of something and I don't know why. And I'm looking around here going, I feel like I'm missing something. I know I am, but I don't know where it is. I know I'm missing a couple things. They've got to be in like other travel bags. If they're in other travel bags, it means I'm using them, so I can probably keep them in there. But they're well represented. I've got things here. Oh, no, I don't have. I'm missing. I'm looking at this going, where's that one Pat McGrath one that's literally right in front of me? This one I'm not getting rid of quite yet. I'm almost done with it. Yeah, I feel like it's getting down here towards the end. This is a light medium 14. I also have a backup light medium 10. And I have a light medium 13. I think there was a sale. I think there was like a buy one, get one half off or some type of sale. So this one's the lightest shade. I bet I'm getting close to wanting or being able to use this one. I like these pumps because I think it keeps the product in the container a little bit better. Yeah, that's just a shade too light for me right now. Let me try the darker one. I think the darker one's my summer color. Yeah, that one's too dark for me. So in order for me to use up the rest of this, I'm gonna have to take it on vacation or take it somewhere warm. I'm gonna go work from someplace warm here soon, so we're gonna take that one. That one's the light medium 14. That one's gonna have to go progress here. This one here, that's the light medium 10. This one's gonna have to be my winter one, and then this one will be spring, and it's completely still sealed up, so I'm not worried about that one at all. We're gonna keep those two. I gotta clean this stuff off the back of my hands. I must have already used all my little, what do you call these, cotton rounds? Losing my brain, you guys. My headache is gone though. When I started this process, filming this series, all today, mind you, I had a horrible headache. I didn't sleep well at all last night when I'm actually filming this. I'm feeling better now. I actually had a bowl of cereal. I don't eat a lot of sugary cereals, but I had a couple coffees and some Excedrin, and then it was I'm losing my mind here, you guys. Okay. So I'm trying to get this stuff somewhat organized here so I can make sense of it. I've got some things that were like my ride or dies, and then I have things that it's like, what was I thinking? Why did I actually purchase this? So I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do this in a particular order, but I'm gonna grab what grabs my attention. I'm gonna give you my thoughts and just tell you is it yay or nay. Here's one that is gonna be an absolute nay. This is the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1. This is 4-in-1 glow makeup. It's got one of those spongy things on the end of it, and I'm making an effort to get rid of these and not purchase them, because if I don't use them up right away, I just feel like they get bacteria and stuff in them, and unless you're taking them out and cleaning them, if you don't use them all together in the same month or two, maybe 3 at the most to get through it, then I don't want to have it. I don't want to have it anymore. This one here, what has always been like my perfect shade match, this is the L'Oreal True Match in C4. I felt like I had backups of it, but I'm not seeing any backups. It's maybe just an itty bitty light for me right now. now. I think this is my winter perfect color, but I think I've had this since last winter, and I think it's turned now. It's a beautiful finish. I think if I'm gonna have anything that I repurchase, yeah, see that as it's on the back of my hand, it actually looks really good. I think this is just old. I think I need to get rid of it. That hurts because I actually really like that foundation. I need to put that back on my list though. There's a couple things like the Pat McGrath concealer that I've got on my list. So far, this will be the second thing that's added to my to buy list. I'm pretty good right now. Here's one that I actually like, but I forget about it. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte Poreless. And I think this one's too dark for me right now. It's actually not bad. It doesn't smell bad, but I don't remember how long I've had this. Yeah, I mean, it looks good on my skin. I think it's one of my favorite ones. This one is in shade 310 Sun Beige. I actually like that one. Do I want to repurchase that one too? I don't know. I'm going to put a couple of these to the side that I may be purchasing. Here's one I'm not going to repurchase again. This one's a Sephora. This is like an airbrush spray. What is this called? Perfection Mist Airbrush Foundation. Unless you're going to protect your hair, don't use this. I tried spraying it just on my face, got completely wigged out that it was getting all over my clothes and my hair. I tried spraying it directly to a sponge and then putting it on. It's just too much work. While I think the concept is nice, I don't know why you would need foundation in a spray. It was an experiment. I'm glad I tried it. I don't need it. This is the most painful foundation to get rid of that I can possibly imagine. This is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. Here's the thing with this. This is hella expensive. And I paid for this with my own money. I paid for all of this stuff with my own money. And I was very excited to get this. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna bite the bullet. Everybody raves about this. I'm gonna try it. The pros. The color was spot on for me. It's fantastic shade match. B2, whatever number I'm on. Secondly, it looked beautiful on the skin. The bad thing about it, and this is the thing that just kills me, is the scent on this is freaking horrendous. This is the most rancid, nasty scent you could possibly imagine. So I don't know if I just got one off the shelf that was spoiled, which is horrible. This is in shade 5.9, I believe. I don't know if I got this off of, that it was already turned when I got it, or if this is normal. I went to another Sephora a couple weeks ago and smelled it, and it didn't smell as bad, but this is overpoweringly rancid. I've even gone so far as to mix it with something else to cut the stench, and I just can't do it. I can't put this on my skin. I've had this, and I keep having this, and every now and then I'll reach for it and I'll put it on and I'll like practically gag. This is going away. That's never touching my skin again. Do not recommend that. I can't imagine it was supposed to smell like that. I did some Googling on it, and some people were saying that the smell was bad, but I just don't know if it was that bad. That was the worst product I've ever had on my face. One of my favorite products, one of my best products I've ever had on my face is this Dior. This is I think it's like Face and Body. Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I have mine in 3N. I love this. Love. It's got a dropper on the end, so it's not like it's not a pump. It doesn't feel like it's, you're not getting as much as you would on a pump. I love this one. If there were a couple foundations that I'm likely to pan, it's this one and the Pat McGrath, probably more than any other one on here. I've got some other ones that I really like, but this, when I'm looking for a medium buildable foundation, this right here is the bomb. I love that. I'm so happy to have that. I will continue to use that one. Here's ones that I'm hesitant on. These Fenty ones, I bought all these sticks, right? These Fenty sticks. There's 6 of them right here. And I've got them in various shades. Some of them are highlighters. Some of them are foundations. Some of them were close, but not. Like, here's one, which is a little warm, a little dark for me right now. That one was almond. This one's linen, which is a little closer, but a little light for me right now. Then I have a brush, which is actually super cute. I'm gonna have to keep the brush. The brush isn't going anywhere. I'll wash it first, but then we'll get rid of it. Or then we'll use it for something else. This one's called Walnut, which I think I got as kind of a contour bronzer type thing. Here's another one called Blonde. This is a highlighter. It's a gold highlighter. It's gross. I will never wear that one. And then there's another one that Champagne Heat, and that's a copper color. Those are not highlighters for me. They're far too dark. They ended up here instead of in my highlighter thing because they were all connected to these. These I don't mind these. Like they're okay. They're very thick. They're I'm not going to say hard to blend out, but they're very much a full coverage. And because the shades aren't perfect, aren't spot on, and I had a hard time matching them, I think I just need to get rid of them. I've had these now, I've had these at least 2 years. I had to have, right? Did I buy them 2 years ago? I don't think I bought them last year. I think I bought them the year before that. One of them might be newer, but I don't need to keep them. That was tough. Here's another one that is actually not bad. This is a True Match Lumi foundation, but it's separated, which makes me think that it's old. I'm not keeping anything that's questionable. Here's another one that's completely separated. This is a Marc foundation. Marc Jacobs foundation. This one is in, I think it says nude taupe maybe or something. I don't know, but this is completely separated. And I don't even want to deal with the oil in there and trying to get it onto my skin and have it make sense. This was actually my favorite stick foundation for the longest time. This is the one, a Tint Idole Ultra Wear Makeup Stick. Sunscreen, broad SPF and SPF 21, all day color wear and comfort, portable perfection, soft matte finish. And I have no idea what either shade is. Does it say? I don't know. Let's take a look here. Oh, that looks too light. Light. And then another one. See, they feel really good. They feel much better. They're very soft on the skin. They're very blendable. The labels are kind of rubbing off of them, so I'm a little concerned that they're old, but they don't smell bad, and they look actually really beautiful on the skin. I don't know if I keep these or not. If I can't remember how old they are, I have to say goodbye to them, huh? Does that mean I should repurchase them? Wait, one of them, it's so old that the sticker's either rubbed off or faded off. So one of them says 320 bisque, which is a little warm for me, I think. And the other one almost seems like it's a little too neutral. Great cat. So we're gonna get rid of the super light one, although it would be good for concealing. The one that's a little warmer, I think, is the newer one. I might keep that one. I'm not gonna keep it. I think I'm gonna, maybe I'll repurchase it. I'm not gonna keep it. I don't need to keep things just to keep them. Oh my gosh, this is harder than I thought it was gonna be. The other ones, you know, especially the concealers, like, nope, don't like it, nope, don't like it. And then these are like, what do I do with these? Okay, so here's another thing. So this Foera, I bought several of these, I think because I didn't know what shade I was gonna need. This one's in buff beige. I've got 2 in buff beige and 1 in sand. I think these were pretty full coverage, weren't they? Yeah, that's far too full coverage for anything I need. So I'm getting rid of 2 brand new unopened ones of those, and then one that's been barely used. I used it a couple times. I think I liked it so much the first couple times. I was like, oh, it's so full coverage. I've gotten away from being that full coverage gal. Okay, here's another L'Oreal True Match Nude. This is 3 to 4 light medium. I feel like this is separated out too. This is, yeah, this is old. So gross. Don't put old stuff on your face, you guys. If you don't remember how long you've had it, get rid of it. Here's one that's not old, but I don't think I really liked it. This is the Joa Crystal Gold Primedation All-in-One Foundation. Let me see. Oh, yeah, that's too thick. I mean, the color, while it's not horrid, it's really, really thick. This is hard because it's all money that I've spent and I don't know what to do with it. Here's one. This was my favorite foundation forever and they discontinued it. So I went online and bought more because it was my favorite. My preference is MC1, Medium Cool 1. I think is the one that I always liked the most of. And it's a little light. Oof. It's a little light, and now this one's old, so we're getting rid of that one. I have another MC1. Let's see if this one's brand new, or it should be. Doesn't smell very good. We're getting rid of that one. Oh, that was like my favorite match for the longest time. And then I have an LC1, which I think is Light Cool 1, and it smells the same. So I don't think these are good anymore. Don't do that. Don't go out and buy duplicates of what you think you like, especially if you have a big collection and you're going to get more stuff. Okay, just because they always make new things. And even if you can't find the exact one, maybe that's your hint to try something else. We're going to go with that. Okay, I do have a Catrice. This says it lasts up to 24 hours, mattifying second skin effect. This is an HD liquid coverage foundation. I have mine in medium beige, and this looks beautiful on my skin. Maybe a little tiny bit light. Let me try my other hand where I don't have anything on it. It's light. It feels almost like a serum foundation, but it seems to be a pretty good coverage, pretty good match. And I like the whole second skin effect. I'm gonna go ahead and keep the Catrice. Not super expensive. You don't have to have all the monies invested in things, but if it's, do I have another one of these? Oh, here's another one of those Faux things. Get rid of that one too. I think that was one that like Facebook made me buy it or something. I don't think they sent me anything. I don't know. I thought I had another one of these NYX Total Control Pro, but I don't see it. I might have already gotten rid of it. I've got two shades here. One of them is medium olive and one of them is cool. And I think I bought these to mix in with other shades if I needed something. Yeah, see, this is completely separated. That's gross. Brand new. Not giving them to anybody. Let's see if this one's also separated. Now, I could shake them up, but if I've had them this long and haven't used them, it's okay. It's okay to say goodbye. Unused products that I'm just throwing away. The Bye Bye Foundation from IT Cosmetics. This is a full coverage moisturizer, which leads me to believe that it's not as drying as other stuff. I gotta tell you, NYX had the best, like a BB cream or a CC cream that was an absolute beautiful coverage for me. And I bought it in, it was almost like a bronzer, but I used it during the summer months and it looked so pretty on my skin. So this says, do I have another one of these? I feel like I should have another one of these somewhere. Well, I'm not seeing it. So I have that. This is the SPF 50 in medium and it's actually really pretty, but it's very full coverage. So I don't know if I keep a couple things that are full coverage just on the days that I actually need to be flawed or perfected and unflawed. I also have this CC Plus Nude Glow Color Correcting Medium Coverage Skin Tint SPF 40. And this one is in shade, does it tell me? I think it says Natural Medium. Let me try this on the back of my hand. All right, it's kind of dark. It's about the same darkness as like I've got it right over here. So it's pretty dark for me right now. I think it's gonna be one of those that's a good summer months. And because I've got a trip coming up, you know what? It smells like sunscreen. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to hang on to it until next summer. And if I do, they make more, right? I don't need to purchase that. Okay. I think this is new, but I just don't think I'm gonna be using it before it expires. That was a tough one. Do I keep the Bye Bye Foundation? I don't know what else I have that's full coverage like this. I'm at least halfway done with this. I'm probably 3/4 of the way done with it. I'm gonna get rid of it. Okay. NYX, bear with me. Tinted Skin Veil, it says. Non-comedogenic, which is great. This is in beige camel. All right. Let's see what this looks like on my skin. It's not bad. It feels like a lightweight kind of tinted moisturizer. It absorbed into my skin. I don't think it's that old. I'm gonna keep the NYX. That's interesting how I can get rid of one that's like, you know, $48 and keep the one that's like $14. We're keeping what we need to. Oh, here's another one. Oh, and this isn't the same one. This is the other one that I think I had. This is the Your Skin But Better CC Plus Illuminator. I think this is the first one I bought. And it's almost gone. I'm getting rid of it. We're not keeping those ones. Okay, e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. Is this the only one out of these that I have? I'm trying on it. I think it's this dark. And I think it's so crusty that it's plugged at the end. So if I need another one of these, I'll purchase it. This is the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream. Full coverage natural finish with collagen, peptides, and niacinamide. SPF 30. I think this one's actually okay. I just think I've had that one for too long. And truth be told, I'm pretty sure it's too dark for me right now. So we're moving on here. How about the CoverGirl Plus Olay Simply Ageless? This is a hyaluronic complex with vitamin C, 3-in-1 foundation. I forgot that I even had this. Let's see what this looks like. Drying. Looks like it's immediately settled into fine lines on the back of my hand, and I certainly don't need that. This is a nude beige 232. Color's not bad. I just don't know, and I don't think it's that old. I've used a quarter of it. I haven't used that much of it, but I think maybe because I didn't like the way it looked on my skin. If I loved it, I would have used more of it, right? Okay, you guys, here's an LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Def Long Wear Illuminating Foundation. Doesn't look like it's separated, but it's turned. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so glad I'm doing this and getting rid of this as opposed to, oh, let me put this on my face right here. Okay, I think I was looking for a dupe of the the Lancome, the Tinted Oil. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. I don't use these stick foundations very often, you guys. This one's too thick. This is not smooth and creamy. This is hard. Speaking of stick foundations, I have a couple of these from ColourPop. That one looks okay. This is in shade, so this is medium 81N. And then I have another one that's light 67N. Ooh, that one almost came off the top. Let's see how creamy these are. It's not bad. I forget about these and I never reach for them. So I guess it's good that I'm looking at these, but if I never reach for them, and I've had them for a long time, I have to say goodbye. Say goodbye to all of those. Hey, do you guys use stick foundations? I don't know. I used to love stick foundations. I don't know why I required stick foundations, but I don't know. Okay, I do have this Bear With Me Luminous Tinted Skin Serum from NYX. I like a skin serum. I like a tinted serum. Here's what I don't like about this. It has this weird nipple thing on the end and you kind of have to squeeze it to get it out. The experience isn't good. If that's a deciding factor, I don't know. I have to say that that's a no for me. Okay, speaking of stick foundation, here's one from Tarte. This is a clay stick. Let's try this one. Feels creamy, actually. Oh yeah, that feels good. Okay, this one reminds me a little bit of the Lancome. I'm actually gonna keep this one. It may be one that, you know, on days that I'm particularly splotchy or something, maybe I need it on. But the way it applied to my skin, there was no tug, and immediately it just kind of looks like skin. So we're gonna keep that one. Yay for keeping something here instead of just throwing everything away. Okay, here's one that I'm also keeping. This is the Stila Skin Balm. I have two of these in two slightly different shades. This one is in, why are these so difficult to read? This one's in shade 2. I feel like I got 2 and 4. My 4 is in my current work travel thing because I'm still getting, it's a little darker and I think I'm still getting some use out of it. But I bought a winter shade one too. I like bringing this all the way up underneath my eyes. I think it does a really good job of like moisturizing and yet covering some of the dark circles, and it doesn't feel like it's a balm, so it's not drying down and settling in. It says clean, multi-use skincare and makeup product blend. Undetectable, lightweight, silky balm, glides on effortlessly. Yeah, I agree with this. I like this. This one's unused, but I'm keeping it because I like it. I feel like I have a couple Morphe products. This one is Glow Stunner Hydrating Tinted Moisturizer in Medium Glow 6. And then I have their Fluidity Full Coverage Foundation in 2.6. I feel like I've had other ones of these. I don't know where they're at, but this is the Fluidity. I feel like, did I actually use this? Can't tell if it's been used or not. The little protective thing on the top of it seems like it was maybe peeled back, pushed back over. Full coverage though. I just don't think I'm going to use it. Full coverage Morphe foundation that I can't remember when I bought. I just don't wear a lot of full coverage foundations. Okay, let's try the one that's the tinted moisturizer though. Let's see what this one looks like. It's a little bit lighter, still smells fine. Yeah, you know what? And that looks pretty good on my skin. Let me try it on a different spot. Sure. I don't want to keep things if I'm really not going to use them. Yeah, that actually looks really pretty on my skin. Okay, I don't know what it looks like when it dries down or if it oxidizes or anything like that. I'm just going to pretend that my quick swatching here is going to be enough of a deciding factor. So we're going to keep that one from Morphe. I have no idea if this is interesting to you guys. There's so much to go through. I promise I'm not trying to take up too much of your time, but I want to make solid decisions. Pure 4-in-1. Only one of these that I have. I think so. Good. That'll make it easy then because I actually like this product. This one says 4-in-1 tinted moisturizer. Oh yeah, that's pretty. Keeping this one. I think one of my subscribers, Jenny, is the one that turned me onto this, and she was spot on. She said she really liked it. I've never forgotten that. I do take your guys' recommendations, and if you guys say, hey, there's something that's pretty good that's out there that I should try, I might actually fall in love with it. I'm keeping that one. That one's a good one to keep. Okay. I don't even know where to go. I have a couple of these NYX Bear With Me concealer serums. These are in a couple different shades. I think because they're in a pump and they're relatively new, I think I'm going to keep both of these. I feel like I've got another one somewhere too. I think it's in my work travel bag. So I've been known to take anything kind of like serum-y, either serum foundation, serum concealers, and use them for where I need the dark spots or dark circles under my eyes. I think I actually like this one. I feel like a little goes a long way. So these little ones, they last. They last more than I need them to last. Full coverage foundations, I don't usually use them very much. This is my most recent acquisition. This is the House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. I got mine in shade, does it tell me? 20, looks like 20 light medium neutral, which makes sense, right? That's what I'm kind of light medium neutral. I've been using this. It's a little more full coverage than I want. So I think with this, damp beauty sponge is the best way to apply. Although I do have the brush. I bought the brush along with it because I thought, oh, well, if this is, but if you need full coverage, like if you're trying to cover freckles, acne scars, that type of thing, I think this is pretty good. They say it's a skincare and foundation in one. I don't know if I've felt like there's been a whole lot of skincare properties. I actually did use this on half of my face today, which just seems kind of weird. I'm testing foundations. So I used it on this half of my face, and it's holding up pretty well. My blush got a little splotchy, but I think the blush got splotchy because of the blush, not because of the foundation. So that's good to know. Okay, I have another one. Oh no, this is different. This has been also one of my favorite foundations. This one's from The Ordinary. This is a serum foundation. This one's in 2.0N. I feel like I have another one of these. It might be actually with some travel stuff too, now that I think about it. These are not expensive. I want to think I got these. I don't remember if I got these directly from The Ordinary or if I got them from Ulta, probably Beauty Bay. Actually, it's probably where I ordered these from. 2.0N is what I like. I'm going to keep this one. That one's actually not that old. And I will more than likely continue to repurchase that one because I like it so much. Let's talk about these three because I think they're all three different for different reasons. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder. I have mine in shade 6. It says it's your light dream skin foundation. This is like when my skin looks really fantastic. I like this one. I've got the Flawless Filter. I don't love this, but I don't know if I should keep this. I've had this for a while. When you want a radiant base to your skin though, oh, so good. This is what the e.l.f. wanted to be like. I think I might keep this a little bit longer. This is in shade 3 Light Medium. I think I'm gonna keep it for right now. I'm gonna make an active effort to actually use that one up. And then I also have the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. This is in shade 7.5, which I think has been a little light for me. This one might be another one that I have to repurchase. Oh no, see now it seems like it's almost too yellow. I've got that on the back of my skin right here, or the back of my hand. And that seems very yellow. I don't think I can keep that. Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I don't think I've had this too long, but this is not neutral to me. This is yellow. It says neutral on it, but I got yellow. I don't know. Should I keep this and keep trying to use it? I'm trying on the back of my other hand right now. Yeah, see, it says neutral, but it seems like it's leaning very yellow on my skin. It's weird. It's too different of a color. It's almost jarring to have it on there. Ugh. That's painful. This is another painful one because the Charlotte Tilbury is expensive, but if I can't wear it because it doesn't work for me, I don't need to be keeping it, right? Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so hard. How about the L'Oreal 24-hour infallible? Let's see, it's infallible 24-hour fresh wear. This one says what color? Oh, this says it expired in November of 2020. That one go away. Pretend I don't have that. I have aspirin in my house. That's old too. You know what? It's nice that they put a sticker on the bottom of it to help you kind of know when to get rid of it. All right, I've got some foundations here that are pretty much interchangeable. If you look at them from the top, you know, you've got 3 that have like a little line on them and 2 that are exactly the same. But this is actually 3 different brands. They're glass bottles. They feel good to use. One of them is the ABH Luminous Foundation, and I have mine in 2.3N. So let me try this really fast here. A lot comes out. And that is such a great shade for me. Wow. Okay, so we're keeping the ABH 3.2N. Let's take a look at the Zoeva. I've used this so much. I've used probably a third of this bottle, which is hard for me to do. That's really pretty too. That almost might be a little, is that too warm for me right now? I'm just trying to work it into my skin a little bit to see. Wow, it's so pretty. This feels like an absolute dupe for the ABH one. I don't know if I should keep this one. I think I should. I'm gonna keep the Zoeva one too, because I really like it. I think they're both interchangeable. I think I can use either one of them. Now, the other ones that I've got these are all from Believe Beauty, which are like a $5 skin finish foundation, medium to full coverage. I have 2 soft beiges and 1 warm vanilla. I know I just bought one of these. I think it's this one. This one I just purchased, so I'm going to keep. This one that I've had for a year and a half needs to go away. This one I think I've also had for a long time, and it's the warmer one. Yeah, I think, yeah, we're getting rid of it. I think I've had that one for like a year and a half. So gross, you guys. I need to start when I purchase. I need to get a little sticker to put on there so that I know what the date is. Because foundation has an expiration date, and because I don't keep track of that stuff, I forget. We're winding down. We've got some left here. This one is the Too Faced Do You Full Coverage Foundation. Again, with the full coverage. I just don't wear a lot of full coverage foundations. Occasionally. Oh, it smells good though. Wow, it smells like watermelon. This one's in shade Porcelain. I'm gonna go over all the back of my hand just to see what it would look like. Smells great. It smells like watermelon. It is full coverage, but and it says Fresh Glow Foundation infused with juicy watermelon and fresh cucumber. Yeah, I smell that. In porcelain, huh? I think it's too light for me right now. I don't know what it's going to be like. Give it another month. Now, I'm filming this in November, you guys. So this is going to be a month later. But if I give myself December, maybe even January, I don't know. I don't use a lot of full coverage foundation, and it's a lighter shade. I'm trying to convince myself if I needed it or not. I had almost convinced myself I needed it. I'm going to get rid of it. Because it's too light for me right now. I have other products. It's full coverage. I rarely use full coverage. I have that House Lab, which is brand new. Say no. Say no to that one too. Okay, moving on. I should have brought alcohol to do this video. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so hard. This serum foundation is what turned me on to foundation serum. It says e.l.f. foundation serum with goji berry, broad spectrum SPF 25. They're both light medium. These are exactly the same. I love these products, and they went on clearance not too long ago. I don't even know that e.l.f. makes them. I haven't seen it on their website. These are just like the same consistency of the Ordinary, except for they have a little bit more of almost like a glow to them. I think that one's turned. It doesn't smell horrible, but I'm pretty sure it's old. And the other one, I can't even, it's too hard to pump out the end. One of my favorite foundations. And again, serum foundation. Just got rid of it, and I don't think they make it anymore. That's like the Physicians formula. I think they discontinued it because I was probably the only person that loved it. I don't know. I feel bad. Okay, here are, speaking of lightweight serum foundations, I have two new ones. One of them is from Say. This is the Slip Tint. I've got it on part of my face now, but I've been layering other stuff on it, so I don't even know that it shows up all that much. But this is a super pretty, lightweight, your skin but better foundation. It's barely a tinted moisturizer. It is so lightweight. Here's how I think you use this particular Say Slip Tint. It does say it has broad spectrum SPF 35 in it. I have mine in shade 3.5. I think what you do is you use the concealer that you need. You cover up whatever you need, and then you lightly go over the top of it with this. Or maybe you go over your skin with this first and then spot conceal and just blend really well on top of it. You have to be very careful on which concealer you use. I think I like this with like the Charlotte Tilbury, her new concealer. I think that one actually works really well with this. If your skin can tolerate having barely there coverage. This to me is you put this on before you go to the gym, where you shouldn't really be wearing makeup, but you need a little bit of something. I think that's when I use that one. That one's brand new, so I'm still playing with that one. The other one that is new to me is this new from Yves Saint Laurent. This is a Bare Look tint, and mine is in New 7. I think is the shade that I got. Let me try this on the back of my, just to make sure I remember how I feel about it. Yeah, it's very pretty. It looks like your skin is a little bit more even toned and beautifully hydrated. Serum foundation tinted moisturizers, you guys, that's my jam right there. And this is brand new. I just picked this up a couple weeks ago, so we're keeping that one. What am I getting rid of? Here's one I've never even used. This is a Weightless Blur Foundation from Becca. It says Your Skin Love. I got this from TJ Maxx for $7.99. This isn't about the money. We're not keeping the stuff that's the right money. We're keeping the stuff that you'll actually wear and that is the good one, the good stuff to keep. Okay, this is so light and pink on my skin. There's absolutely no way I can wear that. Not even in February would I be able to wear it. That is too light. Too light pink for me. I've got several Fenty products right here. I've got the Fenty foundation. This is the Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. And I have mine in shade, does it tell me? I think this is shade 300. So let's take a look at this. I think this is pretty full coverage, if I recall. Oh, and it's very dark. This is very much my summer skin color. I don't know what to do about this because I think it's almost a full bottle. Oh, shake well. Okay, here's the thing. Here's the thing that I gotta keep in my mind. During the summer, or during times when I have more coverage on, more color on my skin, I don't wear full coverage foundation. The summer, I'm wearing the tinted moisturizer. Sometimes during the winter, I might do a thicker foundation as long as I feel like it's not too drying. I think the coverage on this was great if you were a full coverage kind of person, but this particular shade, oh, that hurts to get rid of. I am going to keep both of these though. One of these is the Easy Drop. This is the Ease Drop, and then I have the Ease Drop Lit. And I think the eavesdrop lit is a little bit more, I want to call it illuminating, but maybe illuminating. Yeah. So I think I wear these two together. The eavesdrop lit is very, I don't want to call it glowy, but it actually has like a nice like lit from within, hydrated look to it. And then the eavesdrop, I feel like I had another shade of this, but I don't know where it is. Oh, you know what? It's in my work travel case is what this is. This one is in shade 9. I think I have 9 and 11. I think 11 is too dark for me right now. And it's in my travel case, but it needs to not be. I think I need to swap it out with this one. And this one is super lightweight, just easy to wear, looks great on the skin. Yep, I'm keeping both of these. Here's another one that I've actually really enjoyed. This one's from Liss. This is a Triple Fix Serum Foundation. I feel like it's a little bit more for full coverage than some of the other serum foundations, and it's actually kind of dark on my skin right now. Actually, it might actually be the right tone for me right now. I think I need to use this right now, and then as I get paler or if my skin changes in tone a little bit, then I can declutter it. But it's not that old. I want to think this is maybe like 2 or 3 months old. I don't think it's that old at all. Time is kind of running together for me, and I don't always pay attention to like what month something comes into my life. This one is a Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. This one's light medium 116. There's like a theme with my stuff, right? Everything's like light. This one's very full coverage. It's a little light right now. I don't know if I need to keep this one just because there is so much full coverage to it. It's very pretty, but I feel like it's maybe, I'm just gonna take a beauty sponge, blend it in and see. Sometimes I feel like I need to actually give it a good look. Oh wow, that's really pretty on the skin. I mean, it's full coverage. It took up all of my sun damage. There may be a time and a place for that, and it actually feels like a good shade match for me right now too. I think I'm gonna keep that one. It's a nice glass bottle. There is that. I feel like I'm not doing as good. No, I got rid of a bunch here. I haven't got rid of everything, but I've gotten rid of a bunch. Okay, the Clinique Even Better foundation. I've repurchased this a bunch of times. I think I'm gonna keep this one in lieu of something else. It's a little light for me right now. This one is in shade, I have no idea what shade this is. I don't see anywhere on there it's telling me what shade it is. I'm pretty sure it's relatively new, like new within the last at most 6 months. I'm gonna get rid of this one. If I'm keeping that one, I'm getting rid of this one. This is a Profusion Cosmetics Feel Good Skin Longwear Skin Perfector. This has barely been used. It's pretty new. I don't remember if this came in my last Profusion box or if it came into my Profusion box from a year ago. But because I can't remember, I'm getting rid of it. I'm doing good, you guys. I'm feeling good about what I'm getting rid of here. I have another e.l.f. foundation. This is actually a BB cream. Have I kept any BB creams? I used to love BB creams. BB creams were like my thing. This one is, does it give me a shade name? Fair. Can I use Fair? Is Fair too light for me? Let me look. Oh, nope. I've apparently had this for a little bit too long. It kind of came out in a weird blob. I think I bought this to replace another BB cream that I had given up on, and I think I've now waited too long. I'd clearly opened that because it didn't have any kind of like protective metal thing on it, so why it would have gone back in the box, unless it was just too light for me at the time and then I needed something more. And I kept it because, oh, I haven't used this yet, but it's too light for me right now. We're saying goodbye to it. Okay, I do have 2 of these e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filters. I've got it in 2 different colors. Let's see if I can decide what colors they are. It looks to me that I've got shades medium 4 and medium 5. Medium 5 is definitely going to be my summer. Yeah, that's very much a summer color. And they're brand new. This was just released a couple months ago, so I think I'm keeping both of these. And if you saw my primer / highlighter, I didn't keep too many of this type of product. I got rid of most of them, but I'm gonna go ahead and keep both of those for now. I think they look really beautiful underneath foundation, and I think you can even use them a little bit on top of foundation if you need to. Okay, this Soul Body Face and Body Bronzer, this has saved so many foundations for me. This is a ginormous tube for what I use it for. I mix this when I've got a foundation that's too light. I mix this into it and it gives me just like a little bit more of a darker color. It's a beautiful glow. It mixes in with everything so perfectly. It's far too dark for me right now. Am I gonna need this? I don't know how long these last. Do you? This one says light. This is shade light. Very dark though. I don't know how long these are last. Here's the thing. I'm gonna keep this because it's been like the perfect mix-in for me. I'm gonna keep it for now, knowing that if I get to the point where I have to, if I'm not using it between now and next summer, I will replace this next summer. But for now, I'm gonna keep it. Ooh, that was hard. I have a couple of these Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid tinted moisturizer. One of them just says hydrating foundation. One of them says tinted moisturizer. And then I have another one that's been open. I don't know if these are all the same. This one's 11N. This one's light 8N. And this one's medium 10.5. This is the one that's been open. This is the tinted moisturizer in 11. How is that? Actually really pretty. Wow. It's been a long time since I've used this, but I think that was a previous one. I think I got rid of the one that had been separated and looked bad. I think this is relatively new. So I'm going to keep that. That one's the 11N, right? Yeah, medium 11N. Let's take a look at this foundation that says that it's medium 10.5N. And I feel like I've used this in the past. This might have been a replacement. And as far as a neutral foundation goes, it's very pretty. And it's not, I mean, it looks like it's light buildable coverage. The fact that this is brand new makes me want to keep it. Maybe work travel. I don't know if it's too dark though. It might be too dark. It's going to be like 2 weeks before I go on my next work trip, but I think I can maybe use this then. I'm going to hang on to this for a little bit longer. And because it's a pump, I think it lasts a little bit longer too. And then let's take a look at this other one that says light 8N. I think this is the one that I used to wear in the summer or in the winter. So let me try this on the back of my hand. It's brand new. I hadn't even primed that pump. And it's pretty, but it's very light. I think it's a little rancid. Bye-bye. It sucks to pay money for things and then to have it turn before you actually even use it. Okay, I have some things that are open and some things are in the box, but I swear I'm wrapping this up, you guys. I have a couple of these Natasha Denona Transfer Mattes. Pore Vanishing Matte Foundation. This is pretty full coverage for me, actually. I have 40 and 45N, which tends to be my winter and my summer shades. I have 2 more of them as backup, both, well, and they're the same shade, 40 and 45N. Do I need to get rid of the old ones, the ones that I've had for a while? They're pretty crusty. I'm gonna get rid of that. It smells fine. It doesn't seem like it's bad, but since I have backups that haven't been opened, I think I'm gonna keep the backups because I feel like my gut's telling me I've had them for a while. The other one is the 45N, which is gonna be far too dark for me right now. And it is so crusty, it is not even coming out of the end. So we're saying goodbye to that. We're gonna keep these 2 new ones. Face Glow. Natasha Denona every now and then has sales. Like you can go online onto her website and check out her deals and she'll have foundations that are like $20. Really good deal actually. Okay, I have 2 of these Face Glow foundations. They're both in shade 40. This is the one that I've used most of, and this is the old one, and then I have a brand new one. This one is very pretty on the skin. It very much has like a little bit of a radiance to it, a luminosity. So if that's your focus, or if that's what you're looking for, kind of lit from within, I think it's very pretty. Let me check the scent compared to each other, because that one seems a weird scent. This one hasn't been used. They both smell the same. I think I want to make an effort to use one of these up. The one that I'm almost used. I think I'm going to actually get all the way through it. I'm going to keep that able to use it, and I'm going to move the other one into my other changing area, my area where I normally do my everyday makeup. Okay, you guys. Another Natasha Denona foundation. This is the Full Coverage Foundation X Plus. I got this relatively recently because it has all these skincare ingredients, kind of like the House Lab one. But I think this is too dark for me right now. It's really dark. This has got to be in that 45N, right? Yeah, so this is my summer shade in a full coverage foundation. Why would I do that? Why would I buy, I must have needed it or thought I needed it, but I barely use this. Why would I buy a full coverage foundation in my summer color? I need to get this in the lighter shade. Okay. Estee Lauder Double Wear and the pump. I have 2 different shades. One says 3C1 Dusk. The other one says 4N1 or 4N1 Shell Beige. And it's been a while since I've used these, so I don't know if either one of these is in my shade. Definitely brand new products. That's perfect. Wow. They say full coverage, but I mean, maybe my skin's just damp from the micellar water, but that didn't feel full coverage to me at all. That actually felt beautiful. So that's 4N1. I'm keeping that one. They're brand new, so I haven't had them that long. Why it felt like I needed 2 different shades, I don't know. But I've got the pump to go along with it, so I'm keeping those. I feel like I didn't do a good job of eliminating the foundations, but I'm guessing I'm like 50% instead of the... I had a lot to choose. Okay, so this is the 3C1. This one might be more of a summer shade. Let's take a look at this one. I'm just kind of grabbing a little bit of it on the back of my hand. Oh, that's beautiful too. Definitely lighter. Yeah, lighter 3C1 is going to be probably the dead of winter. I'm going to keep this for now because they're brand new and haven't been used. And Estee Lauder is not cheap. The Daydream cushion from M Cosmetics, I actually have the compact, but I don't know where it is. I think it might be in like a bag. It comes with an extra refill. I'm going to keep it for now. I don't see any reason to get rid of it. I feel like it was a little light if I recall, but I think it had really beautiful coverage. I have a backup of that Zoeva foundation. Did I keep the other one? I don't know if I kept the other one. You know what? I'm gonna hang on to this. It's still completely sealed. I don't see an expiration date on it. This is also one from TJ Maxx. This says it's shade 140N Energetic. I think that, I don't know if that's the same shade I had before. I'll probably go back and look, but I don't have it. This is a replacement. I actually got the NARS tinted moisturizer. I had one of these recently and realized I had left it in my car for a very long time. And so it just needed to be replaced. And this is such a beautiful foundation. It's very much a tinted moisturizer, but it feels a little bit more, has a little bit more coverage than some of the other tinted moisturizer. Like if I wanted to compare this to the, not the YSL one, but other one. What was the one that I used today? It's not the YSL one, but it was the other one that my short-term memory is now completely shot. But this is actually a beautiful foundation. It's brand new. I just got that one. I'm going to keep that one. Merit Beauty. So I did a video with Merit. They actually gifted me some products. I have 3 of these little foundation / concealer sticks. This one is too dark for me right now. This one is in shade Buff. So Buff is too dark for me right now. Then I have one that's slightly lighter. So I've got Buff, and then this one seems like it's the right shade for me right now. And this one's in Camel. So Buff was too dark and too warm for me. Camel's pretty close to what I need right now. And then I have an even lighter shade, as you can see right here. And this one in Dune. So I feel like I'm somewhere between Dune and Camel right now. If I blend these two together, I feel like I get my perfect shade right now. Whereas that original shade over here is too dark. I think since I got rid of all those Fenty stick foundations, I think I'm going to keep these. Not only because they're brand new, but because I think I can still work with them. I think they still fit into my lifestyle. Here's one that I'm completely on the fence about, you guys. This is the Jones Road Wet the Foundation. When I first got it, it was completely separated, and now just because it's been sitting here for a month, it's also completely separated. This is the weirdest consistency of anything I've ever dealt with. It is very strongly scented. It smells clean, but it's very strongly scented. It's like skincare, but then it's like sticky, and I don't know what to do with it. I got it recently. I bought a whole bunch of Jones Road stuff because I wanted to test out the brand. And at first glance, I think as long as you go in with a super light hand, it's okay. But if you don't put something over the top of it, like a powder, you'll get your hair caught in this. And that's not good. That's not good at all. I think the shade match is fine. This one says medium. I don't know. I think the shade match is fine. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this because my goal was to use it in the winter months when my skin was very parched. I'm gonna stick with that. Okay, you guys, I'm down to my last 4 products in here in front of me. They're all powder foundations. I have one more that is the Bare Minerals powder foundation. It's behind me in a cupboard. I'm going to keep it. I'm not even going to question that one. So that leaves me with 3 other ones. One of them is the Laura Geller. This is brand new. I purchased this. I need a brush here. I purchased this relatively recently. And if I recall, this looks absolutely beautiful buffed into the skin. Yeah, this to me, the Laura Geller is my dupe for the Bare Minerals. My thing with the Laura Geller though, this is a compact pressed powder where the Bare Minerals is loose. So I'm going to keep the Laura Geller. Fenty, I don't think I loved this one very much. I think this felt like it caked in my skin a little bit. And I think it looked very drying. I think that the Fenty Beauty needs to go. As much as I hate the fact that I just threw away however much money that one was. I also have the e.l.f. Camo foundation, and this looks so completely drying and just settles into those. My skin looks completely crepey with this one. I think when I first got it, I was like, oh, well, I'll use it to spot conceal where I need to. Getting rid of it. And then the last one is this one from Burberry. What beautiful packaging. I did a whole Burberry thing a while back. Look, even the the puff that came with it. It's still in there. I think I've barely used that. Let's check this out. Oh, that's gorgeous. That looks so pretty on the skin. Okay, we're keeping the Burberry. I had all this stuff sort of set aside for a special occasion. I'm keeping the Burberry and the Laura Geller. Those are the two that I'm keeping. Okay, and then I have a travel size of this Elizabeth Arden one. This looks so old that we're getting rid of that one. Is that it? Is that the end of it? Out of all of my foundations, out of this overwhelming massive amount of foundation, I am down to a small box worth. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I've got a couple things that I'm gonna have on my list to repurchase down the road, but not now. I'm not gonna buy any until I use up some of the stuff that I have. I need to not be suckered in to every single new release that comes out. Unless you guys tell me there is absolutely a game changer out there, I'm gonna try to use up some of this stuff or I hope you guys are doing really well. I love you guys. I hope you consider sticking around. December is a crazy month. I'm doing all of this massive declutter in the month of December. So come back around if you like this. You'll see more of them in a couple days, kind of interspersed with my normal regular content. I do a lot of, 3 looks with one palette, some first impressions, a lot of just chatty BS because I love you guys and I'm not a professional makeup artist. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I'm just doing this because I really like makeup. I'm beauty obsessed. All right, you guys. Hope you guys are doing really well, and until my next video, bye for now.